Hello everybody, today my name is Matthew Miluch, and today I'm going to be back with another one of my top chapters in Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker. So anyways, in this chapter we're going to be talking about REM sleep. REM sleep, because I find it one of the most interesting things in the book. So anyways, REM sleep. What happens whenever we sleep? Like, of course, people will say we dream, right? Well, the thing about it is that when we fall in a dreamlike state, and this state is known as rapid eye movement sleep, or REM for short. It's basically where we dream because our conscious activity is activated. However, this isn't exactly like the biggest part of sleep. The larger parts go to NREM, or non-rapid eye movement, which is where the brain cleanses itself of all the dangerous toxins that have built up throughout the day, which, if left untended, will probably lead to very dangerous brain disorders later on, like Alzheimer's, and so forth. However, back to dreaming. REM sleep is especially very, very important because dreaming has a function. While the meaning of dreams have yet to be deciphered, because frankly they aren't exactly playbacks of whatever happened throughout the day, nor are they our own repressed desires, as one certain psychoanalyst said, and that one will be Sigmund Freud. So in that regard, sleep as a part of overnight therapy, behind the theory of it. It serves two critical goals. One, sleeping to remember the valuable experiences and integrate them into the knowledge that we know, and two, to forget and dissolve the emotion that is laced within our memories. Now, in case you didn't know, memory is generally triggered by emotion, because humans are very, very emotional creatures, and usually whenever something very emotionally shaking happens, either on the positive end of the spectrum or negatively, and I'm going to be focusing on especially the negative part, it will definitely make an imprint on your mind, and you will be more certain to remember it. However, while it may be traumatic and such, sleep allows us to get over it and move on with our lives, and not be burdened back by the negative aspects of the experiences. Because you see, while we sleep, we usually dissolve the emotion behind it. We forget what we felt during then. We don't exactly feel it when we remember it. We probably know what we felt during then, but we don't feel it right now when we're remembering it. For example, you can remember something very traumatic, like being lost in a subway station at the age of 7, and you lose contact with your parents. Of course, you'll feel very, very, very frightened during then. I can attest to that. But then later on, as years go by, the emotion behind it just gets dissolved, and then you're suddenly more like, oh yeah, that happened. Yeah, it was scary, but you don't really feel anything of it anymore. It's just some passive memory that has happened, and you moved on from the emotion, which is actually, frankly, a very good thing that sleep does. Otherwise, if that never did it, we'd all be diagnosed with chronic anxiety, being afraid of nearly every single thing. And society would barely function if that were to happen, frankly. Now, sleep also serves another function other than remembering and forgetting. They also allow us to gain new ideas or solve problems. For example, Dmitry Mendeleev, the original composer of the periodic table, when he was in the process of doing it, he arranged the periodic table, the elements, into separate playing cards, in which he would shuffle and then deal them and then arrange them for himself, like a solitaire game. He spent 3 days and 3 nights sleeplessly trying to figure this out, and then eventually he got very frustrated, and then he ended up sleeping because he couldn't exactly get the right thing. However, when he finally slept, in his dream, he imagined all of the periodic table, all the cards that he wrote down for the elements, falling down in a specific order, a specific pattern that made sense. And then when he woke up again, he immediately rearranged those cards into that specific pattern, and then the periodic table was born. So yeah, at the same time, back to the idea thing, they all certain great minds like Thomas Edison have been known to use sleeping to actually get the advantage of ideas. And in the case of Edison himself, sometimes he would usually take a daytime naps, leaning back on his chair, holding three iron balls on one hand, though they're more metal, they're not exactly iron, and then under them there's an iron pan or skillet. And whenever he starts falling asleep and he dreams, his hand will naturally loosen up and let go of the balls, and they would hit the pan, immediately waking up right after. And then right after that, he would write down whatever idea he has experienced in his dream. So there you go, a very useful way to get new ideas. Though at the same time, make sure you do daytime naps at appropriate times, not where it'll be inappropriate, like the workplace or something like that. I don't condone that. And so anyways, one very useful and interesting thing about dreaming itself is the concept known as lucid dreaming, or the control of your memories, or dreaming. This topic is a bit more wishy-washy because scientists don't really believe it, because think about it. The power to be able to realize you are in a dream and control every aspect of it. Many people are debating the legitimacy of that, and obviously they won't be able to believe it. Yet there are some people among a minor population amongst the majority who are able to do so, who are able to realize that they are in a dream and be able to control it in a way or two based on their rapid eye movements, because whenever we fall asleep, our rapid eye movement state usually moves in a certain pattern, in which to denote to the rest of the world somehow that we are sleeping. However, those who are able to be in a lucid state, about 20% of the whole world's population, they are able to move their eyes in a manner that allows them to control their body a little bit more. Though at the same time, they also do use it to signal to researchers who were researching at the time, to show what actions were they doing. For example, to look to the left can be holding something on the left hand, or three looks to the right, gripping your right hand. Now, while that has proved that lucid dreaming still kind of needs to be experimented on before it can actually be proven true, otherwise it just remains a bit more obscure. So anyways, thank you very much for watching this video. That's all for now, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.